Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to do my week 2 check-in for my cash envelopes. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. Hope you guys are having a super fantastic Saturday morning. Yeah, I couldn't get a video up for you this week. Everybody's going off on like vacation. I think I told you guys that I work in a very tenured work group, so like a lot of those guys been with the company like over 25 years. I think maximum maybe like 35 years on our team. So they have a lot of vacation, so they're off now, and that means I work about 12 hours a day. Just just request it's an all day thing, y'all. It is a mess. But overall this has been a good week. I did go ahead and put the $500, kind of like it reserves the vehicle that I'm interested in. I put that down this week. I did just was like, the car, my current car, she moves and stuff, but there's a lot of shaking and very not good. So we had to, well, I had to pay for the car to get towed 3 times. So I've stopped all of my savings challenges. The $5 challenge I'm going to still do because that comes from the cash envelopes, but the other challenge where I was using that fund, I just stopped all of that because the car was having to be towed. So it was towed to the place I normally get the oil changed and everything else. This like Firestone. They normally take care of everything, and then it took them a while to figure out like where the issue was coming from, and it was like with the timing chain, but it was very intermittent, so it was kind of hard for them to figure that out even when they were hooking it up. But from there it went to the Hyundai dealership that's near where I live, and so I had to wait, and then they told me that it was the timing chain, something else in the timing chain, and and I was like, there's no no no. So I had went to my credit union and got pre-approved, see how much I knew, how much about what I would need on a loan, the maximum amount I wanted to borrow. So took care of that, then went over to the dealership that's not too far from where I work, and found one that I was interested in. It's not here, so they have to have that shipped here. So I didn't know that was what was going on now. So it's kind of like the state of getting a car now is totally different from the way I know to get a car. But he was real nice. Didn't try to upsell me because I just told him I'm not interested in all this other stuff, because I barely, man, I drive here and there and I get out the car. I don't be doing all the most. I don't live in my cars or anything like that. So I don't typically use any of the extras that you can get with them. But yeah, so I did put the 500 on that, and I'm waiting for that. So it may be next month. So I'm hoping that it gets here before the pre-approval expires. But I did talk to them about that, the credit union, about that, and so they said that they would, extend it if I needed it, because they understand that things are not like the way they used to be. So we working on it. So yeah, I'm gonna go from being debt free once I finally sign off on this and not being in debt. So we're gonna have like debt in 2 phases, and then once I would have got a mortgage, I was gonna go back into debt anyway. But I don't want to have, when I'm paying off a house, that's the only thing I want. That's the only thing I see on my plate. And Mrs. BS, I did see your comment about leasing cars and stuff like that. I don't have a problem like with leasing. I just never leased a car before. That's to be honest. I've never done it. So I don't judge people on whatever decisions that they make with their money, because we're all going to operate the way we want to. And that's the way I look at it. Live and let live, y'all. Live and let live. So let's hop right into my expenses for the week out of my cash envelopes. My grocery haul should be up, I believe, Sunday. I should have that up on Sunday, I believe. But don't hold me to that. I gotta finish doing the voiceover on that. Household, I spent $27.40. I wasn't supposed to spend anything on household, but I saw these, what you call those strainers? And I was like, oh, I need some more of these because we meal prep. It's sometimes either 2 or 3 of us in the kitchen. And I only had one before, and we have to wait. And it's a pain in the butt. So it's just like, okay, now I got 4 of them. So it's cool. Personal, I spent $18.96. Various items, I know a couple of steno pads. I needed those because I take a lot of notes at work, especially when I'm handling different issues and I do a lot of research. It helps me just have certain topics in certain notebooks, and it just keeps everything clear in my head. I didn't spend anything in dining out for the week. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. You need your thumbs. Okay, I don't care what nobody says. You need your thumbs. If you didn't know that. On groceries, I spent $94.90. So I am gonna have to toughen up and tighten up my budget in certain areas because I became lax. But I finally stopped whining and stopped complaining about what's going on with the car. I have to have a reliable vehicle, and that's point blank and period. And used vehicles, normally in the age range that I would get a used vehicles, they cost about $2,000 less than a new one. I don't think so. All right, so let's start with personal. I had $72 left in personal. Let's put this here. And yeah, I may have been sounding muffled. I found this morning that my mic wasn't plugged in to my camera. 18 minus 18.96. So I should have 5304. But yeah, everything is going. Just have to wait until they call me and stuff. You know, you can't rush that type of stuff. I don't like it, but it is what it is. And I'll feel a lot better when I can drive certain distances, because there's certain events like I wasn't showing up to because it was too far and I just didn't trust riding in my car. So $53, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 1, 2, 3. So I got $53. The change is in my change pouch over here, and it'll go into my Save the Change so I can donate that to charity at the end of the year. I'm trying to keep my thumb straight, but I have to hold the pen, and this hurts. It's not as bad as it was last week. Not as bad as it was last week. Last week it was really, really bad. And I sprained it picking up a thing of soda. It's the weirdest thing. Weirdest things. Alright, so household. I had $30 left. I wasn't supposed to spend anything, so I ain't got nothing now. I spent $27.40, and so I should have 50. What kind of math am I doing? I had $30 minus 27. Did I add it? I think I added it. I should have $2.60. I know the 6 cents I don't have the change. That is in the coin purse. So here's my $2 little. So yeah, we are not spending any more money in household because I done did all that. But yeah, been a very, very, very tiring week. But I will be off next week, I think. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We off Monday because that's Memorial Day. And what else is after that? Dining out. I didn't spend anything in that one, so let me pull that out. So I still should have $80 here. 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. $80. What am I thinking about? Yeah, it's the end of our fiscal year, so everybody's burning up their vacation. I got an extra day. Did I just grab the wrong money? I think I did. I grabbed the money out of the personal. I'm moving back, but I need to be moving forward. Where did I put? Wait a minute. I am screwing up. Yeah, I put that in my household. It's supposed to go to the dining up here. See how I'm trying to cheat? Gotta watch myself. Alright, groceries. I spent $94.90. This was my week that I actually shopped my freezer. And I went in, make sure I got all the meat out of the freezer. I'm trying to make sure I do this every single week, but I at least want to do it once out of the month. So last week, after week one's reconciliation, I had $4.95 minus 94.9, and so I should have $400. That's pretty good. But yeah, because last month I just, like, we had so much stuff in that refrigerator, and with meal prepping it does work, right? So I have reduced the amount of food that I waste, but I can buy too much food, and it just doesn't, if I don't check and see what I already have, I end up over buying on things. So I'm trying to get back to where I regularly check my pantries and my refrigerator and stuff. I still can overlook stuff, but at least it won't be like what it was. So okay, so that's week 3's money is $150 and week 4 is $150. So I have $300 here. I'm gonna take out week 3 right now and leave this right here. So 300, 320, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400. So I got $400 there. And we're gonna put this here. This here. There. So I am working on envisioning just seeing myself pay this car off. Told my son at most 2 years, while I try to get back to saving, because I got to build back up the money I use as a down payment. I did see your suggestions, you know, like, because I think some of y'all understand where I'm coming from. Not having had any savings, going through paying off $100 and something thousand, and at most having $1,000 in my savings, not including like sinking funds or anything. It's like now I'm not there. I don't want to go back. Okay, so groceries is going to be another $150. Dining out. Will I get myself a burger since I'm sitting at home? I feel like I need a burger, but I don't think so, because I just remember I had a stomach ache. I have to remember to leave the cheeseburgers alone. Dining out. Maybe I'll get myself some Zaxby's. That's chicken. Household. I ain't got no money. Personal. I barely got any money, so I'm gonna do a 0 there. So 0 for the week 3 for household and personal. I'm gonna budget another $20 for dining out and see if I use it or not. Even if I remember, because that's gonna be part of the problem, is remembering. I do need to go in the office. I got to set up the new desktop they gave me. I do have a company issue laptop. I had 2 laptops and the other one got kicked off the network, and they don't know why, but my software was on that one. That's where, if I did development, that's where I did it. And I can't really work on the other laptop because they don't know why it responds the way it does, and so it erases things off. So I forgot to write in my bills. I paid my cell phone bill. My portion was $70.99. I paid my utility bill, and I remember paying $171. So I paid those 2 this week. I don't have a lot of bills, so the car payment at least make my budget look exciting. I don't need that kind of excitement, but yeah, that's all it's gonna do. Alright, so I didn't really do anything but work this week. Just work, 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 work. And I did see this thing. It was on YouTube. Somebody was asking a question if Priscilla Presley's grandchild is petty for not allowing her to be buried on Elvis's estate. Well, really, it's her grandchild's estate. Well, it may not be. It may not be because Lisa Marie sold a big chunk to a media company. So I wonder how much of Graceland they still own. I don't think it's petty. I think it's kind of weird. I know it's her daughter. I know it's her daughter, but that's that girl's mom. And you don't know the conversations parents can have with their children. Like, we don't know. I don't think it's petty. I think blocking them from executing the will and all this other stuff, I thought that was petty. But I do know that, because y'all know I used to work at Graceland back in the day. Not an expert or anything. I do know that Priscilla was behind the running of it back then when I worked for them. So she was very instrumental, and they cleaned up a lot of stuff around Elvis, his image and everything. Because they catch you, they don't play. With licensing and stuff of everything that's around his name, his image, that whole museum. So one of these days I gotta go back and see what's happened there. I had some of these. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I had used up my other ones, and so I pulled out all the remaining packs that Mrs. BS sent to me. And so I'm like, I gotta use up these small ones. Gotta use these up. Y'all know I have like a little, I don't know what it's called, but I like to use things up. So 6 days, and I did claim today because I do have to do some editing. I gotta do a lot of housework because when I tell you I work 12 hours, I don't do crap around the house. It's like I go in the fridge, grab my meal, heat it up, and that's about the beginning and the end. I do wash some dishes, but I don't do what I should do, which is like mopping the floor. I gotta clean the towels that are in the kitchen. I gotta do all that stuff. I gotta vacuum the floor. So I got a lot of work I gotta do, and then that don't even include what I have to do outside. So because it's been raining, it's supposed to rain today, and it's like 80%, but it hasn't really been raining too much where I live at. But anyway, I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna claim this as a no spend day. And I did pay my bills, so that's the last of the bills for now. So y'all pray for me. Pray that, you know, the car comes soon and it my offer doesn't expire. So 1, 2, 3. 3 times 6 is 18, right? And so I got 18 no spend days. So we're gonna be getting tough. I wonder if I can ever move to a point where I only grocery shop every other week. Probably not, because I'm very I'm fickle. I like to check on things every week. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know how your week went. And y'all have a super fantastic Saturday. Bye.